if you want to define the difference between a committed buyer and a shopper, you want to ask yourself internally about this person, and once you are comfortable, you can actually ask this buyer these 3 questions. Number 1, are you going to buy now? Number 2, are you going to buy from me? And number 3, do you have the money? Yes?
Asking these questions seems kind of a little difficult to ask.
Yeah.
And puts them kind of in an awkward position.
Sure.
How would you recommend going about it?
We're going to get into that. It's a great point. He was asking, these, always, as if you know my style, I present the flat out, like if I could just tell you like it is, these are the questions I want to ask, then I'm going to show you when and how. Okay? Because no, you're not just going to show up to a buyer appointment and read those verbatim like I just did. That's going to be very off-putting. The purpose is what you need to understand is, if they're not qualified to buy a house, they're not ready to buy, they're not actually in the market to buy, and they're not going to use you as the agent when they do buy, then what are we doing here? Your time is valuable. I told you guys, when you get your license, you're going to become a free hotline and a free service to everybody you know, because they do not respect that what you do is how you make your living. So just showing houses and looking at them, et cetera, that's not what we're going to do. So those 3 questions are incredibly important. In fact, one of the things that I wanted to do was to actually have a new title for this seminar, but it probably would be a little off-putting, but it would be Buy Now, Buy From Me, or Get Out of My Car. That's what I want to call this. And the reason is simple. I learned as a young, hungry agent. When I was a young agent, I drove a pickup truck with a V8 engine that guzzled gas when gas was expensive. And when I didn't have a lot of money, when I was driving clients around, if I went through 2 tanks of gas in a weekend, that could be $100, $150. Literally, that's real money I spent driving you around. Not to mention the cost of my time. And if you're not actually going to buy, and you're not going to actually buy from me, like if I show you all these houses and then they say, yeah, I really appreciate your time, but we're going to, go work with, XYZ agent because she's got more experience, or she's my aunt, or then what did you just do? So you need to understand your time is valuable, and that you've got to be able to discern the committed buyers, the ones you work with, to the shoppers.